Howdy, Northwest. I'm Peyton Carter.
And I'm Zach Gorsuch. It's Friday, March 22nd, and you know what that means.
Cougar Roundup!
Peyton, ooh, what did you get up to this spring break?
Well, actually, I had a great time.
Okay, actually, let me think about it. Don't care.
Well, I just want to tell you about my epic spring break.
Well, Peyton, since I don't care, I got Calvin and Chris to tell me about more interesting spring breaks.
Alright, what's up, Northwest? We are going around asking people what they did for spring break. Let's go. Excuse me, ma'am. What did you do over spring break?
I got a job.
Where?
Mission summer camp.
Excuse me, sir. What did you do over spring break?
Man, I didn't do nothing.
Nothing at all?
I did the fat man thing. Ate all day. I didn't say the fat man thing, did I? I ate a lot.
Excuse me, Mr. Coach Cooper. What did you do over spring break?
I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I went to track practice.
Excuse me, Miss Johnstone. What did you do over spring break?
I went to visit my 81-year-old parents in Stronghurst, Illinois.
Oh, what did you do over spring break?
I stayed at home.
Excuse me, sir. What did you do over spring break?
I went to Mexico.
What did you do there?
Visited some family.
How'd it go there?
It was pretty great. It was really hot.
Excuse me, what did you guys do over spring break?
I didn't do anything, actually.
We went to Oklahoma.
Excuse me, what did you do over spring break?
I hung out with my friends.
What did you guys do?
We went to a hotel and had a party.
Whoa! Oh, we gotcha! What'd you do over spring break?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
No, just slept in bed.
Slept in bed. Do you have any nice dreams?
Yeah, I dreamed about you.
Hope you enjoyed the first 5-day week of the new year because it's also the last. We will not have school next Friday due to the testing schedule. I'll let Lauren and Bridget explain more.
What's up, Northwest? I'm Lauren. And I'm Bridget. Alright, so next week we have a very different schedule. So, Monday and Wednesday are going to be odd block, while Tuesday and Thursday are going to be even block, with no school Friday. And so the sophomores are taking a reading and English test 25th through 29th in their English classes. And then the juniors are going to be taking their science test in their science classes the 25th to the 29th. Alright, let's hear from Mr. Mack to give us some tips for your tests.
I am Mr. Mack. I teach sophomore English. And we've been practicing. Most of the English classes have done some practice, so students are familiar already with what to expect in terms of the software and what the test situation will look like. Testing can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be so stressful that it's not productive, right? You want to be sure you take it seriously, like you remember to charge your MacBook the night before, you eat a good breakfast, and all those things that your grandma would tell you to do. Those things really make a difference. You got to feed your body to make your brain work well, and actually try, like apply yourself. This is a chance for Northwest as a whole to show how we are and how well we stack up in terms of all these different academics.
Thanks, Mr. Mack. Good luck on your test.
Have you ever wanted to not be at school? Well, Ryder Jarrett does it just about every day. Check out this interview to see what he does.
My name is Ryder Jarrett, and I'm an intern at Garmin. Well, I'm on the data linking team at Garmin, so I basically work with a group of people where we work on like apps on the plane that allow you to communicate easier to the ground station. My teacher really told me about the internship at Garmin, and she kind of just pushed me to it because she saw I was really getting into it and she thought it'd be an interesting opportunity. I would definitely suggest internships for anyone, not just engineering or anybody in that field, but they really dive you into what a real working environment looks like, and you get to be around some great people who help leading you on your way.
The girls' soccer team has recently made the switch from Nike uniforms to Under Armour. Let's learn a little more about how they're fitting into their new gear.
We made the switch from Nike to Under Armour for a couple of reasons. One, the Nike uniforms that we had were just starting to get a little old, and so we were looking to bring in some new uniforms. The reason why we went with Under Armour specifically as a brand is because the district has a contract with Under Armour that requires us to buy the Under Armour uniform.
The only problems with switching was like the timing of getting the uniforms and like having to pick out what uniforms we wanted to wear because there's a bunch of different like kinds.
We have long sleeve jerseys that we wear for some home contests. With the weather being the way it is, the long sleeves are working out just fine. And we still have the old Nike uniforms, so we could have worn those, but we're electing to just go with the long sleeves.
We've been with Nike for all the years I've been here except for this one.
We have worn Nike for probably 10 years.
Hey Zach, have you made your March Madness bracket yet?
My what?
Like your bracket, you know?
I have actually zero idea what you're talking about.
Well, I know just the guy. Brian Harrell has you and everyone else covered on Bracketology with Bert. Here's Brydog.
What's up, Northwest? My name is Brian, and this is Bracketology with Brydog. I'm going to go over my Elite Eight picks for the NCAA tournament. Here we go. In the East, I have Duke and Michigan State. This is because Zion with Duke is unstoppable. He's going to go to the NBA, and he's predicted to be one of the best in the tournament. On the other hand, we have Michigan State. They have Casillas averaging 33 minutes a game, and he is outstanding. Duke is third in the ACC, but I think they are they're on fire this season, and they will beat Michigan State and move on to the Final Four. In the South, we have Virginia and Tennessee. I picked Virginia over Tennessee because Virginia has a really good and complete lineup. However, Virginia is a solid team and won the ACC conference. This shows that they are a really strong team and they play well against other tough teams like Duke and North Carolina and the ACC. Down to the West, I picked Gonzaga and Texas Tech. Texas Tech over Gonzaga only because Texas Tech has been on fire in the Big 12 this year. They have been dominating and they tied the Big 12 with K-State, and I think they're a really solid team. On the other hand, we have Gonzaga, though, 31-3 this season, and they have Rui Hachimura, and he is predicted to go to the NBA. Although he is really good, I think that Texas Tech is going to dominate there and just barely win it and go to the Final Four. And last but not least, we have the Midwest. I picked Kentucky and Kansas. I picked Kentucky over Kansas in this matchup because they have PJ Washington averaging 39 minutes a game and 14 points per game. Although he doesn't score that many points per game, he is on fire and he is a great all-around player. I also think he's going to go to the NBA and he will stomp on KU. KU has played decently in the Big 12 this year, but they have not been their best team that normally are. However, I think they have the potential to go to the Elite Eight and fight Kentucky in this matchup. Thank you.
America's favorite pastime, baseball. It's coming. Here's what Caitlin and Arisbe have to say.
I think we're going to be a strong competitive team. We're going to be in a lot of close games. We're working towards it, everything we do, and that's our focus every day, and that's really what we're aiming for, to get back there and finish it. We have good starting pitching. Our strikes make the other team put the ball in play, and we have a good defense behind us. So we're really playing for each other and not as individuals.
I think we can make a run for state if we just all play for each other. The defense has been looking really solid lately. I think if they just keep that up, we're going to find ways to score runs. Everyone's friends on the team.
I hope we get a good winning record, win regionals, and get back to state for the second year in a row. Every time I go out on that baseball field, I feel like I'm just with my brothers and family.
You know, that sport looks like cool.
I agree. Have a dandy day, Northwest.